I know. I don't know.
What is it? The jail without getting the jail treatment.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to Bad Girls Club. This is season 16, episode 5, Germwarfare.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, spooky.
That's actually pretty good.
The monster mash.
I'm mad, you know.
I know. And she's like seriously in character. And I'm just being mean.
I watched, if you guys look this up,
malfunction.
if you look up the Monster Mash on YouTube, you can see the guy who originally performed it like in his 20s, like
Right.
our age, and he's singing and he's doing all these like crazy faces. I was watching it last night. I was like, yeah, you go, boy.
Oh, so you were prepared.
She was in full character.
Hello, everyone. We have an amazing panel today. We do not have Amber. We will miss her though. But we do have Camilla. Yay!
I know. I had a girl on Twitter. She's like, "Are you gonna be there this week?" I was like,
Yeah,
"Yes."
it was a few people like tweeting
so
us
sorry,
all, and
I'm
I was
so
just like, I
sorry.
don't know what to say, so I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm sorry. Being a new mom is like, you know, the things of like having fevers and everything. My baby had a fever one week. It's just like up and down. So I'm here, and I'll be here for the
We
remaining
have
of the
dogs,
show.
so we know.
Well, exactly.
Girl.
you
It's the
know.
same thing, right?
No, it's
I
not
think
the
dogs
same
are a little bit
thing
more
because I have
expensive.
friends that get mad when I compare their kids to dogs. So I love you, Janelle. So, you know, I'm not.
Well, you know.
But it's hard.
I would never compare those two things because I'm like, I love my dog,
I
but
got
having a baby just, girl, all the love to you. And but thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so we have Camilla and we have Kayla.
Hey.
All right, so Germwarfare. So the girls are talking about the fight that went on. Aladria comes back and tells the other girls that she's leaving.
Well, I mean, you know, when you put yourself in those situations of fighting and swinging, you just have to know that, you know, what comes
That's a
next.
possibility.
So
Yeah,
Aladria
for
was,
sure.
what about when she was crying? She was like,
Oh, but she said she wasn't crying.
was she?
Well, she was not trying to cry because, you know,
she's
it's not one of those
trying
like,
not to
I
cry.
can't cry.
Like, I can't cry, but
Everybody
I'm
else,
crying.
yeah,
but
like,
please
I'm
just
sad.
stop.
And then she had a moment in the closet.
Yes. So Bernicia said that she's mad / sad that Aladria is leaving and that Winter's finger better be bit off. Do you think that if someone had to be sent home, I feel like people have been sent home for a lot less stuff.
Well, on season 13, Red bit Natalie. So it was like a ground termination, like automatically. They didn't even discuss it. You know how usually they kind of like discuss the fight? It was like, nope, she bit
They were
you.
like, you have to leave.
Right.
I think you shouldn't bite people. I mean, but in those situations, sometimes you just do what you know, you know?
I mean, I just keep thinking of Mike Tyson and Holyfield every time.
I don't want to get a
Every
technic shot. You know? I'm scared of what people got.
I know.
Like every time.
Well, she said if she could do it over, she would have done it over. So I do think that she regrets it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I feel a little bad for her. Okay, so Kayleigh hates Winter, calls her fake. She's just like talking about how she's a fake bitch. And then Kayla tells Ryan about her finger being broken and have to glue the nail back on and just all that shit. And I feel like Bernicia was really like very flip-floppy during all this because Bernicia was kind of like, she better have her finger bit off. And she's like, well, I seen her finger and that should happen. I was like, okay, Bernicia, like you are you're an easy swing vote.
She's,
For sure.
She's all over the place.
Yeah.
I just don't
agree, sadly.
like Bernicia. She's just too much for me. well, in this episode, for me, I'm just like, girl, just chill. It's like she wants to be heard. You know, like how Chihuahua's little dogs just always want to bark, and it's like at the wrong time, it's like, just chow down, you know?
Chow down.
Simmer down, Chihuahua.
So Z, Stephanie, and Kayla, they go out, and Kayleigh, and then Kayleigh kisses 3 random guys.
Disgusting.
And Z thinks that's like something to be praised. I'm like, yo, girl, chill.
That's why you have to have real friends.
Right?
Like, your real girls would be like, no, that's disgusting.
No, girl, like, what are you doing? Like, we did just meet him like 5 seconds ago.
Do you remember my birthday party like 5 years ago? Do you remember my roommate Jessica?
Okay.
You guys were like bonding.
Wait, was this when I went all crazy and ran around naked?
No. My friend Jessica was like telling her, we went out to the Abbey one time, and I was like making out with this random like old gay guy. I was like, ah.
Oh,
and she was like,
yeah.
no. She was like pulling me off,
Right.
like hitting the guy hitting me. She's like, no. That's a friend.
Yeah.
That's what a friend does, so that you don't get bronchitis. I feel like with her, she was like, oh, I was so drunk. I'm like, girl, you weren't drunk enough not to make the decision. So.
Right.
And where were those guys coming from? I don't know if that was the editing or what, but they
They
like one after another,
grabbing guys out randomly.
stand in a line.
Yeah.
Sit over there, because she wants to kiss.
Yeah. Do you want to be on TV? Do you want to get?
I mean,
I know,
you got
right?
those
Yeah.
guys that always want to get on camera. So.
Right,
Yes.
girl.
So Kayleigh does a confessional, which Z, a little bit of tea. So I watched Z's Snapchats, and what she said is that they were all in the back seat, and that production said, hey, take the camera. I want you to do make Kayleigh do a confessional. And they said that they made her do it like 4 or 5 times. So
Wow.
oh, perfect.
Wow.
Thank you. So she had made like a confessional a few different times. So clearly production had made her do that, and then was like, hey, Kayla, check out what Kayleigh was saying about you.
Messy producers.
And you could kind of tell Z's face, like when Z like looked at the camera, you could kind of tell, right? With just knowing that the information that I just gave you,
No.
doesn't it kind of click in a
Yeah.
little bit? Because Z looks over at the camera. She's like almost
See, I
like,
didn't
are
even
you
pay
happy?
attention to that, but I
yeah,
kind of
are you happy? Did you get what you wanted?
Yeah.
So I can see that. So Z says that that everyone's fake and they're all shady. So Kayleigh has bronchitis. Probably should not have kissed 3 guys.
Just
Thinking.
I don't think bronchitis is contagious though. Like to where that you can kiss somebody and they're like, I'm gonna get bronchitis. I've never heard of that. But
Exactly.
I don't. Would it come on to you that fast? Like if she got it from one of those guys?
I thought it was part of your
you
immune
can't.
system.
Yeah,
It's not
you
something
can't.
that's like I touch you
Like,
and you get it, like tag your
These girls are
I feel like
seriously
you can
airheads.
probably get it from
Maybe kissing.
Yeah, maybe kissing.
Yeah.
So could it have showed in a day? I don't know.
I don't think
I don't
you
know.
can even
I mean,
get
I
it
felt-
from kissing.
I
I feel like it's kind of like asthma. Okay,
What?
I don't even
Or
know.
strep
Let me
throat.
just
No.
leave it alone.
I don't think so, because then why would they be concerned about the toothbrush thing? I just feel like if you want to live kind of like a promiscuous or more like lifestyle out there, stuff like that is gonna happen.
But my thing
Right.
is, she said that she put it. How did the bronchitis get on the toothbrush? That's what I'm trying to
Well,
figure
I think
out.
they were trying to say that happened. I don't know if it can. Okay, so we were supposed to have Persuasion Skype in, but we're actually finding out that we're not getting a hold of her. So I did send like quite a few emails back and forth with her manager, so I'm not really sure what's going on. But we'll continue trying to get her, but if we don't get Persuasion, I'm sorry guys. We're supposed to. Maybe tweet Persuasion and tell her that AfterBuzz is trying to Skype her. So, wait, what were we saying?
Let her know.
About the bronchitis?
I think we're
The
talking about
yeah.
bronchitis. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so Ryan gets her
contagion.
10 minutes on this episode. This is like the only episode that Ryan has even talked.
You know what? Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, wow, Ryan stepped it up a little bit, but she was definitely talking a lot about just, branding herself,
Yeah.
Yes.
her radio show.
Which I'm so
mean,
sorry, because I'm such a supportive person, and I never want to be like, I never want to like shit on anyone, but I hadn't really heard anything. Like, okay, Stephanie that's on the season, I actually did see some stuff. She had done some skits that were retweeted by like, actual celebrities.
Right,
I didn't know anything about Ryan, and when they showed her website, I was like, really?
Well, like Basketball Wives, they had that whole little issue where it's like, you got to start somewhere. So Ryan got to start somewhere.
Yes.
You know, let her live a little.
But the way that she keeps talking about having a radio show, I can't even tell you how many times she says,
well, it's
I have
not
a
an
radio
actual
show.
radio
I have a radio
show.
show.
Yeah.
All this stuff. But I like to say that I tried to contact her to get on this show so many times. Like, I emailed her, I sent her tweets, I posted on her Instagram. She doesn't want to be, like, she hasn't contacted me back about this.
And this is something that you would want to do.
And this is like an actual show, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her. I have no idea. So Winter has the black wig on, and they go out, and then she sees Kayleigh's video.
Did you like the black wig?
I did. I actually almost wore a wig that was really similar to it when we were watching that. I was like...
like she did that.
I was like, that would have been so perfect.
Right.
Whatever. Oh, and then we're going to have Winter in the studio on the 8th, I think, November 8th. She's going to be in here. Yeah.
Nice.
So yay. And can I just say that she was like super humble on the phone or on like just messaging her, because I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, Winter's so fake, and she seems like she's so uppity.
Cool.
She was so like, I was like, hey girl, blah blah blah. I sent her the same spiel I sent everybody, and she was like, oh yeah, I live in LA, I'll come in. No problem. Where a lot of the people are like, oh, my agent will get in contact with you, my manager will get in
you know you ain't
contact
got no
with you.
agent right now. Bye. Like we
Like
all
everybody.
pretend to be our managers, okay?
It's so ridiculous though. This season especially, maybe it's because I haven't, been the lead host, so I haven't like contacted people before.
Right.
This is like, it's ridiculous how many of the girls are like, my manager will get in contact with you. I'm like, okay. I'm sure your manager, you're so important, and your manager is like emailing me 2 seconds after each time. It's like, girl, I don't care. I just want you to be on AfterBuzz, please.
Come on down.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So then the girls are partying. Winter wants to go back because she wants to confront Kayleigh. I feel like Winter's like kind of a good drunk, to be honest. Is that weird to say? I feel like she drinks, but she doesn't like party too hard.
Right. Yeah.
She probably on guard. On
I
guard.
see that now that you said
She
that.
should be. Yeah, because you always see her kind of like turning up. You always see her
Super
partying.
smart.
Right.
But then I've never seen her sloppy.
Wait a minute, didn't we address the fact that she was the one of how she came into the house and how she looked all well put together?
And I admire that.
So
on
yeah,
my
she's
season,
strategic on
I was
hers.
so
That's
sloppy.
good.
And I think I was like the same age that she is now on her season. I was so sloppy. I feel like she's really very put together for her age. I don't know. I feel like the bad girls are kind of maturing a little bit.
Well, I think social media also plays a part, like,
Yeah, that's true. A big part.
Because they know that it's going to be seen.
Exactly. So you have to kind of put dubs on everything. You have to make sure you're like on point, on
like
cue.
social media was just when
we had my
season,
yeah,
girl, it was barely okay. So and now it's just like a completely different image that we have to uphold because of all this. It's so annoying. Like I try not to get too much.
I think Adrian is going to eventually have a fight just because she wants to be so away from the drama, and it's like those girls always get attacked or eventually by the end of the show end up snapping.
Yeah,
so,
this is true.
Because she says
true.
it way too much, so it's like, girl, we know it's coming soon.
Well, I just thought it was so funny that she keeps talking about her radio show, and then they went to when that lady like looked at it. I was like, oh my god, is that like really her website? Like, is that really?
You're so mean.
Well, I didn't know. It's just when you keep hearing somebody being like, oh, I'm a comedian, and oh, I'm a radio show.
Oh, she's a comedian.
Yeah,
That's what
the
she
way
says.
that
But you expect it to be like
at a certain level.
Yes.
The way that she speaks about it. Well, you got to fake it till you make it. That's what they say, in Hollywood. And I know there's a lot of people in Hollywood that do that.
But but she doesn't even have a radio show. It was like a vlog. Because you remember they like showed, she's like, oh, it's my first episode. And I was like, well, that's not even a
it's
podcast.
Not a real radio show. Yeah.
So, I mean, she could have a podcast. I'm not saying like anything against that. I'm just saying it's like a vlog, but whatever. I mean,
right. No, I hear you.
So Z wants to go out because she's like doesn't want to be in the drama, and she just kind of leaves. Which I don't know how I feel, because like, is Z a good friend? I mean, if you knew that your friend was coming home from the hotel, I just feel like they're all just very kind of like fake
shifty,
friends.
of course. Like, sadly, I don't know. I feel like as the seasons go along, like it's rare if any of the girls really make friends in the house, like genuine, real friends that they're gonna end up hanging with far beyond just a year or two after to do the promo and do the, you know what I'm saying?
Still friends with, you know, because everybody wants to portray something that they're not on camera. That I've noticed, you know.
Yeah,
and I just think people just need to be themselves.
So true.
I
So
agree.
Kayla confronts Kayleigh, and Kayla tells Kayleigh, like, even with like a busted finger, I'll drag you.
And I would have been like, bitch, do it.
Yeah.
Right? Not, okay. Kayleigh, I'm disappointed in that.
I'm
okay.
very-
I understand Kayleigh's stance. She really wants to be the mature, the high road. What's that Michelle Obama say? She say,
you
when
can't
they go
be
low,
saying
we
that
aim
you-
high.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, that whole thing. So I guess that's what she's trying to imitate.
But you can't do that after calling somebody out on a message and then act like
This
you were
is
so
true.
drunk that you didn't
But,
remember. You
I mean-
remembered, you just felt checked, and then in that place,
Maybe-
you felt...
Maybe
felt-
partially true. I don't
No,
know why I feel
fully
for
true.
Kayla, like, or Kayleigh. Look, getting them all mixed up. But I
Kayleigh.
I feel like she might have been so drunk that she doesn't.
Well, you don't need to be that drunk if you don't remember
This is true.
calling people
This is
out, because
true.
you might have a person that just could have took off on you right when you came in the house.
Set you up
on site,
just on
you
some
know?
exactly. She definitely needs to be more aware that.
Steve, can I have
agree.
the phone number? Maybe we should do some call-ins, because we're not gonna have.
I'm
guess? I
down.
don't-
It's totally up to you.
Wait, what? Thank you.
Wait.
Okay, so what would you do though? Like, let's just go into the situation a little bit.
Okay.
If you were the underdog in the circumstance and somebody came up to you and they were like, well, you were talking shit about me, you can talk to me now, and that oh no!
That's what I was trying to tell you. I was like, your piece.
Oh no.
No, my I have eyelash glue in my bag. I can fix this. My body is like sweating. By
It's
the way,
become
guys,
a problem.
You have super
for the
glue? 'Cause I'm
desk
looking
now.
now.
I just want to let you know
Girl.
that the AC
Oh, I
is
got
out.
some in the car.
The most
Girl,
unfortunate.
always breaking them, I'm telling you.
Okay, still no farmer. Okay, so they talked to her, and then everybody kind of lost their mind at the fact that Kayla said, I'm going to drag you to Kayleigh. And, like, I felt like Bernicia and Ryan, that was so
Bernicia.
over
I mean, I don't
the
Understand,
top.
yeah, that whole like them ganging up on her and angry about what she said. Let her live in whatever moment it is that she's living in and do what she's gonna
And
do.
you
Like,
this and this.
please.
I swear she's like the little...
I feel like that's
like-
another form of bullying in my eyes. I feel like it's mental bullying for them. Like they're not
It
putting
was
their hands on her,
weird.
but they continuously badger her about who she is. Let her be who she is. Like if she doesn't want to stand up for herself, then let her not stand up for herself.
Right.
It should not make any never mind to them.
Right.
It should not them to put that much energy into it. It's really annoying at this point. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like? I can't stand that part. I'm sorry. It was like super
Yeah, it
annoying
was
for me.
Pretty
Like,
Bernicia, like...
yeah.
She gets me.
I thought I liked her.
Okay, so I felt very kind of weird at that point with the whole Bernicia thing, because do you think just Bernicia wanted like camera time? I don't know. It was kind of like something happened. Do you think production went up to Bernicia and was like, hey, this is your moment to shine?
No, because Bernicia, if you think about it in the beginning with Z, she did that with Z in the beginning. Like, just kind of ran into the room after they were drinking that night and went out partying, and then she runs up on Z while a whole nother issue, maybe editing, was going on in that moment. But it was a whole nother issue going on, and she
Right.
just runs up on her like, what's up? And
She
it's
probably
like,
just-
what was the point of that? Like, she's in her room minding her business, and you're just coming out of nowhere with it. Like, girl, you crazy.
With the
Like,
extras
like
on.
I'm over it. That was like a week ago. What are we talking about right now? Like...
She just wants to continue like something that, you know, how, like you just want to continue something and like make
Yeah,
a drag,
for
like
what?
just let it go. Let it
Yeah,
go.
she definitely. Oh, people say that about me, or
What?
maybe that's the old me.
You let
I
it go
hold
on,
grudges.
hold-
Like,
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't. I mean, sometimes you have not hold a grudge where you so mad that when you see this person you just still angry.
Right.
But to the point where it's just like I don't fuck with you.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry, excuse my language, but you know.
No, we curse.
I know. I just, you know, I don't
it is
know. Like when I became a
weird.
mom, it's just like certain things you just start, you know, you try to not do.
Well,
all the
maybe
time.
I need to be a mom then.
You're a mom?
'cause No, maybe I
Dog
need to
Don't
be a
rush,
mom.
girl. Don't
No,
rush.
she's like a dog mom of many. How many do you have right now? Like four?
Four. I had
Four?
like 10, girl.
Oh, girl,
it was
you
ridiculous.
chopping.
I had to rehome them. No, yeah, it's my, you know.
No, the last time I was talking to her, I'm like, how many dogs do you have now? She's like, 4. Do you want a dog?
I'm like, real
shit.
shit. I mean, if you want one.
No, I definitely
do you?
don't.
Okay.
Mm-mm. I have diapers and everything.
So Bernicia / Ryan, you know, they go crazy. And Winter, is Winter smoking blunts?
I think those are Black and Mounts.
I mean,
And she's about to burn
I mean,
her
if
face
she
off
has her
doing it.
papers, I would hope that now, because I'm very angry, I would have stayed on Bad Girls, y'all. Had I had my, Had I had my medical
Girl,
cannabis,
shoot.
okay, my medication, I would have been okay.
That's
I
what
would
I
have
was
never
thinking.
left. Like,
get
I would've-
medication sometimes.
They're in California.
I was never able. I mean, but
Girl,
then
you know.
it wasn't papers, or I
Right.
just didn't have them back then.
Right.
So, and it wasn't as big as it is now. But I'm so jealous if they're smoking.
I have the phone number. So the phone number is 424-256-1729. Once
Is that
again,
Drake?
that's 424-256-1729. And we are going to take the first caller. Hello, what is your name and where are you calling from? Oh, hello. What is your... Alex!
Hey, Alex!
Here's something so funny. I literally, when I was just texting, I was texting Alex. I go, Alex, what's the phone number and can you call in right now?
He'll know, right? How are you?
Alex! So, Alex, what do you think about Bernicia and Ryan, like, getting so extra?
I mean, it's like all of a sudden her, like, true colors, I guess, popped up. Like, I don't know, because she wasn't like that at the beginning. Remember, she was trying to help her when they were throwing her shit out. Now she's the one throwing her shit out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess you could say the girls, like, when you get in that house, I guess your mindset, I guess, changes throughout.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you're weak enough, your mindset changes throughout the house.
Yeah, for
You know what I
sure.
mean? Because if you're enough, you stay, all three of you did, in my opinion.
Do you think that Bernicia is gonna look back on this and kind of be embarrassed because her personality is so different, you know? Like, she's so chill. Like, it was very weird. It was just a very weird turn of, like, a personality like that. Like, oh, I'm so chill, I'm everybody's friend. Like, you said that she's gonna drag you and you, like, let that happen. Like, get out of my house. I don't know. It was just very weird to me.
That usually happens
think
when the big
so.
kahuna leaves the house, or the one that they're
dramatic,
on, you know?
that's it.
Like, yeah, that's true.
Well, I don't feel like, you know, that she's going to, like, I don't feel like she regrets it. Because all the girls feel like Kayleigh should have stood up for herself. So maybe if she would have stood up for herself, then maybe, you know, they would have gotten what they wanted, but they didn't. So it's justified in their eyes of what they did, you know? Because
Right.
and exactly whoever brought up Elise is the truth. She did the same thing, you know? She got bullied and then she became the bully. So, like, you know, it's a con.
Hey.
All these girls.
Alex, can you hear us? Alex. Okay, I think we lost. Oh, Alex?
It's in and out. It's in and out. It might
Alex,
be
get
Alex's
the foil.
reception.
Get the foil, Alex.
Yeah.
Alex.
Fix it.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm probably like in a really bad reception.
Oh, it's okay. You can call us back. I texted Alex. I'm like, Alex, what's the number? Call us. Alex, just call us back
No,
later.
it's just the place that. All right. We'll
Okay, later. Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Okay, so Kayleigh is leaving, and Bernicia is packing her stuff and throws her stuff down the stairs.
Not okay.
See, I would have had to punch you on the way out because
Yeah,
you're just doing
like-
way too much.
Yeah.
Like, you want to be involved in every
what?
scene. Like, this
Right.
is not your cut. Like,
Right.
it's not today.
It was just so weird, and I've seen this on so many seasons where when the person is already like, hey, I'm leaving, people are just like, okay, this is my shot. This is my chance to be like a bad girl,
Right.
and I'm gonna
Right,
really
right.
show them now.
And she didn't even care.
It just kind of looked weird, and then Kayleigh, I really felt bad for her. I mean, I think she needs to get on like a weight gain program. She needs to start like drinking some. You remember that girl? Who was it? Christina. Was it? Yeah, Christina
Yes.
from last season. She was like drinking all of those drinks and she was bulking up. Christina and her need to get together, and Christina needs to share with her some of her bulking up tips because, like,
And then maybe people will
Kayleigh needs to bulk up.
respect her more.
Yeah, she needs to stop smoking because for 21, she is looking a little haggard. I love you, girl, but you are, right? She's 21.
But, you know,
I mean,
Cigarettes will do that to you, though.
stick
and
to.
the girls were saying that she was chain smoking, so I don't know about that.
Well, it can make you. I'm sure. I mean, I wasn't a cigarette smoker, but if I definitely was able to, you know,
Right? Like,
step on the side.
I would have been the
So
whole
we're taking
time.
another caller. Hello, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hello,
Hello.
who's this?
Hey. Sorry, I got my friend to call in. This is Gino from Maryland.
Oh, Gino, the Gino Bino
Hey,
show.
Gino.
Okay, so Gino.
Gino.
So we're talking about Kayleigh is leaving and Bernicia is packing her stuff, throwing it down the stairs. What do you think about that?
As far as Kayleigh leaving, I think she should have left a long time ago. If she just left, they would have let Tabitha stay. That's what's lame about the show now. Like before, it used to be like, oh, I'm gonna get you out of the house. I'm gonna make sure that you fight me so that you get kicked out. And yeah, she wasn't even trying to do that though. She was just like, oh, I'm gonna get you out of the house because I'm gonna make it look like you bully me. It's not, and then she left anyway. So it's not like she pushed anyone out the house, you know what I mean?
It was weird, too, because she said when she was, doing her little outro thing, she was like, oh, I already pushed out one of the girls with my mind manipulation game. It's like, well, you got kicked in the back. I don't know how much of, like, a mind manipulation that was.
Right. She just knew that was something good to throw in there at that moment.
That kicked the girls out. It wasn't because of her.
What about Bernicia when Bernicia was, like, packing her stuff, throwing it outside, and then she's like, okay, well, you better bring it. I hope you bring, like, a bang to the reunion.
Well, there was the first time, Bernicia did stick up for her. She was the only one that was talking to her in the scene. So if Kayleigh wanted to leave, I feel like, now it's time. Like, you're not about to convince her to stay again, She didn't listen to you the first time.
Right.
Totally. But do you think that, why is Kayleigh so quiet when she's with the girls, but is so loud when she's by herself? When she was in the van, she's like, you bitches and blah, 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 and then it's so quiet. Do you think she's afraid of getting beat? Because she, that first episode or second episode, she did throw some good punches.
Another.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, she's like, it's like the same thing with her, Twitter. Like, she just talks a lot of shit on Twitter all the time. I even caught it before in earlier episodes.
Frankenstein is melting.
They called her Bambi because of her legs, and then she put an Instagram post up, and it was like, hey, it's Bambi, and that was like towards Tabitha. I felt like to be like, I'm still in the house and you're not, but at the same time, like, that's dumb. She didn't say anything in the house to her.
Yeah, see, and she's still talking mess because she goes home and then she's like, yeah, if bronchitis on the toothbrush, like, you shouldn't be talking because the reunion has not happened yet. And the reunion is like the time and place where people come ready, strapped up, and
they're gonna
ready for vengeance.
Yeah, definitely gonna have a strategy. I hope she got one better.
She better bring a pit bull with her.
I feel like she didn't even do that. I feel like production did that because they have all of their information. When I was on Bad Girls, like, they had my Twitter, they had all, they have their information. I don't even know if Kayleigh put that. She's probably like in a hotel, and they don't give you your phone immediately, so they probably had her in a hotel.
They let them have their phones all season, I thought.
So what I heard from like Bad Girls T and some other ones was that they gave them to like use periodically to like take a picture and post a picture, but that they weren't really in charge of it. And like all their their likes on it were probably like bought. Like I think that they wanted to increase how it looks during it,
social media wise.
But I mean, I don't really know.
Wait, you said likes were bought?
I think so, because some of the girls, I mean, with Kayleigh wasn't like an Instagram, Twitter person. Right. Kayleigh is a Musical.ly person. So their people don't even really go over to there, So I think that they try to make it.
What is Musical.ly?
It's a website where you take like a video of you lip syncing. I'm all up in the know. I have Musical.ly.
Let me know what's going on, girl. I'm so
thank you so much, Gino.
Yeah, definitely. And everyone, speaking of social media, follow me at the Gino Dino on Instagram.
Hey.
Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, so Kayleigh, it's a little mouse in front of everybody, just. I'm not going to talk. But then really loud in the van, and then Bernicia is screaming at Z. I thought that was just so weird of a transition. So Bernicia and Z kind of walk by each other, and then Bernicia is, like, oh, you want to say something? You want to do something? And I just felt like Z was like, no, like, Z's
like, girl,
to me
I'm over
a beast.
She is not a girl I would fuck with.
Like, exactly. Like, I could look at her and tell her, like, I wouldn't even want to push her button because she looks like she goes 0 to 2,000 real fast. And like she said at the end,
she has a tattoo on her face.
Adrienne, was that her name?
Do you know what? Yeah. She has a tattoo on her face.
Wait,
if somebody, oh my God, she has a tattoo right here on her face. If somebody has a tattoo on their face, that is somebody you do not.
Really? I know a few people with tattoos on their face that's soft as a bunny, okay? I ain't got time.
To me, the second that I saw she had a tattoo on her face, I was like, I would never fuck with that person.
Because it's not that I would be scared, but like she just looks like, out of all the girls in the house, she looked like she would slay and drag people.
Yeah, like she could literally drag.
This is my reason for the whole tattoo on the face thing, is I feel like with men, it's a little different, but with women, it's like what are you afraid of when you get in a fight? Don't touch my face. You know, like girls don't want.
If you got a tattoo, you don't care about nothing.
Girls don't want their faces messed up. And I feel like if for her to get a tattoo on her face, I feel like she really doesn't care. I feel like she really doesn't give a fuck. She's like, bring it.
I'm feeling on that level then.
When she said I haven't really really fought, that was the first time I feel like I've ever heard someone say that. I'm like,
she said she got stabbed. Anyone that's getting stabbed in fights I don't want to deal with, because you've been through some.
She knows.
And then she was smearing the blood on the person's car.
Cray.
I was like, that is sense. I couldn't believe when I heard that. I was like, that is very peculiar to me that she was even on the show, because I know that a lot of the seasons they say we want bad girls, but they really want party girls. They don't. They don't really want people.
Real bad.
Yeah,
girls.
they don't really want something like that. So I was surprised, but it's kind of. I don't know. It's interesting because she does seem like a very soft person.
She seems very sweet, but I think when she's probably been she just looks to me like she's been through a lot. And she carries so much on her shoulders that she probably snaps when she snaps.
Exactly.
It's like a charcoal anger, it builds up, and then it just freaking explodes.
She seems so sweet. So, but I
think
totally,
she's
I agree
really
with
there.
that.
But if somebody
change.
keeps poking you and poking you and poking you and poking
You're
you,
gonna blow.
like Bernicia, like she said, she will probably grab you and just throw you. So just stop it already.
But maybe her hands are registered as lethal weapons, so she knows that
she's
she can't do
definitely been in the
anything.
system.
Like she probably really can't do too much, and she knows that, so she's not taking those extra 1, 2, knock you out.
If I was in that house, I would become friends with Z. I'd be like, Z, protect me, girl. We're taking another caller. Hello, what is your name and where are you from?
AFTERBUZZ, I'm back.
Oh, Alex, hi. Okay,
Give someone else a chance.
so Alex, we're just talking. Well, okay, just answer this. We'll just talk about this one thing, and then we'll get somebody else.
No, I love you, Alex.
Bernicia throws the first punch that comes with Z and Bernicia fighting. What did you think about their fight? Thoughts?
I mean, their fights, I always feel like are hit, and it's kind of hard because of their proportion and size. So they have one swings up and one swings down, and then the security breaks it up, and it always seems like she slips away because she's so small from their grasp. So she gets to one hit her while she's being held down each time. And I guess you can say all fairness in fighting, or when you're fighting, I guess, but that's every single time. It's always been the same thing. So if I were her, I would have tried different tactics. But I guess when you're in the heat of fighting, I
try
don't
a
know.
different tactic. That's funny.
Yeah, and that security was annoying as hell. That's
I hate security.
These security
are
especially
definitely more involved, doing.
They're doing too
hair.
Oh, we didn't talk about that.
Dragging girls.
I'd have been dragging
I feel like
him.
he pretty much almost, but her little self, she got up out of it. Bernicia, he grabbed her to where he was on the ground,
right?
And he could have literally dragged her down, but she hopped.
Dude, they're doing too much. Remember,
she shabooped out of it.
There was the security that I think it was at the reunion. He was lecturing one of the girls. He's like, "You're too good for this" or something.
Yeah,
and I was like, "What did he just talk
about?
about?"
Was that Megan or somebody or
right?
One of those.
And then
and
then the security was doing Winter's hair last time. We didn't.
Maybe
talk
the security was her brother or her cousin or something, and we just didn't know about it. Okay,
maybe she flipped Vaseline all over herself. You never know.
That was something Brandy on my season used to do. So, do you think that Z said she really isn't fighting to her full abilities? Do you believe that, or do you think that's a cop-out?
I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping for her sake, yeah, it's true. Because she's bigger. I mean, I know size has nothing to do with it, but you claim you're a wrestler, you claim you're an MMA fighter. So if you're all these things, and when she was doing, if you remember, when she was doing those aerobic movements, and
but wrestlers know how to juke too.
Right.
They know how to stick and move.
Exactly.
It doesn't look like she's really punching her hard.
It looks like she's letting her hit stuff, and then she's kind of
I mean, I believe that when she said that, I was like, I believe that.
I believe her.
Well, both of them, they're not fighting their full abilities because they don't want to go home. So who knows who's really?
No, I think Bernicia is definitely fighting her full potential.
Yeah.
She's like a rat.
She's giving it all she got.
She's giving
That's all she got.
Sure.
He's like, okay.
And she already know that if she's had these many fights already with her, she's like, these little, like she said, these little punches are nothing for her. So it's like little kibbles, you know?
It didn't seem like Z really even cared. Like she's like, all right.
She's like,
Renisha gets herself way too worked up. She needs to really chill.
Exactly.
She might need some dick or pussy, depending on what she likes and prefer. You know,
we don't really know.
We don't know, but I mean, she needs to probably lay. I don't know, lay an egg or something.
Lay an
egg.
She has twins. She has 2 5-year-old twins. You know that?
Well, yes, and I'm just like Okay, so me being a mother, being on Bad Girls Club, I don't know. I know girls that go on there, and I'm known girls that have been on there with a child, and I just feel like if you are going on here, like, and you're really trying to change, then that's what you should do, because clearly nowadays social media has an effect on like the whole world. It's like cuckoo. But I feel like if you are just going around acting like a crazy chihuahua, what are your kids? I don't know.
Gonna see, yeah.
And they're old too. They're like 5 years old. And she's been a mom for a while.
Not all moms calm down after they have kids,
Right.
That's only certain moms.
I feel like it makes me kind of crazy when it comes to if somebody says something about your kids. Somebody says something about my baby, I'm ready to like go.
That's how I am about my dogs, girl.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm ready
tell my
to go
dog
to
to
war.
shut up. I can tell my dog to shut up. You tell my dog to shut up, I'm gonna kill you, okay? I'll be ready to catch fades in my apartment building.
For the girls that go on the show that are moms, it's like any time that they say a baby comment, that's it. So, like, I'm surprised that no one said, besides the beginning, they said you shouldn't be here because you're a mom. No one's really dug deep.
I don't think no one should speak on her parenting or anything at all. Like, that's grounds for fuck up.
Very true.
You up.
Okay, well, bye, Alex. We'll talk to you later.
Love you guys.
Love you, bye.
Love you too, bye.
Okay, so Ryan goes to talk to somebody about her radio career.
Jackie. Who is Jackie?
Oh, the Bitch Bible, which I've heard of the Bitch Bible. I didn't recognize her face, but I have heard of it, I think, somewhere.
I've heard of that.
But that was just kind of like a very stupid meeting. I wasn't really like...
Well, maybe it was a free consultation.
Yeah, I mean,
girl, is she looking for internship, or what is it? I mean, it's like she's looking for a mentor, right?
Well, I was confused because I thought she was going to give her pointers on like her actual radio show, but then it seemed like she just gave her pointers on the website.
Yeah.
Which was
like... Maybe that was only editing and the only portion of the whole meeting that they showed us. Maybe.
I have no idea. Okay, so they go go-karting. I actually went to the bathroom during this. So what happened during the go-kart scene, guys?
Renisha won.
Oh, I think
she went first, and then Adrian was like, I was the first person to lose.
All right. So let's take another caller. Hello, what is your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Dayton, Ohio, and I am Sammy.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
So we're talking about, Ryan goes, she talks to the lady from the Bitch Bible, and then she's showing her website. What did you think about their meeting?
I thought that, like y'all was talking about, I never, really heard about her or anything. I don't really think that meeting was, really anything serious.
Yeah,
I felt like it was kind of weird because they've done so much on so many of the other episodes, like they did 5 things on the last 2 episodes. And this episode they were like, they went go-karting and then she talked to that person.
Yeah,
is that
it
it?
was different.
They stretched it.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like they kind of gave them different activities too. They're trying to give them more stuff than what we did, add new things in there. But I feel like once Ryan got to this meeting, it was kind of like the lady that she wanted to mentor was kind of shitting on her. I felt like,
I feel like
she
Ryan
didn't seem
wasn't
like
prepared.
It didn't seem like the lady was really vibing with her. And from that meeting, if I were Ryan, I don't really know if I would want her to mentor me, because maybe she's just not the right fit to mentor her for what she is trying to do. Because Ryan did seem like she was open and willing to everything she was saying, but I could totally sense the negative energy coming off of the lady.
Sometimes when people feel threatened, I mean, I'm not saying she felt threatened, but when people feel like you're coming for their craft, and this is something that's in this world, it's a competitive world, so it's like, I'm trying to do what you're doing, so if I'm trying to get on ETV or whatever, we're gonna be competing for the same spot. So she probably felt like, I want to help you, but those type of people.
I think,
and she just wanted some camera time.
I think what she said was kind of true, though.
She didn't have that much following.
Yeah,
I mean, for me to be like, oh my god, but
Well, my thing about it is that I think that lady did have some good points, but I felt like just Ryan was kind of unprepared. But I think that everything she said kind of was true, Ryan, it was so funny when she was like, if you want to talk about yourself for 30 minutes, you could get, journal.
Right.
I was like, girl, you savage. What was that?
Right.
So what did you think? Did you have any thoughts on that?
I really just don't think that was like the first thing they should have shown of her, because she haven't been like anything to do with the episode, and the first thing they showed was her doing that with the lady.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, cool. Well, thank you so much for calling.
Nice talking with you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so Kayla thinks that Kayleigh put bronchitis on her toothbrush, which we're not even sure if you can do.
No.
But I don't know. So we kind of already touched on it, but what do you think? Do you think she really, put anything on her toothbrush or did anything?
Well, how can you put bronchitis on a toothbrush? Just start there.
Right.
Maybe she, brushed her tongue with it?
Because I wouldn't use anyone's toothbrush, and then that falls back on you, and that's disgusting.
I wouldn't put,
you know what I mean? You would have to literally put,
or
unless
did
you spit.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, it was people putting toothbrushes in toilets on my season, so.
But did they let them, after they put the toothbrush in that toilet, did they let them put it back?
No. Most
Okay.
time they took it, because I remember pissing on Amy's weave, and they were like, she can't use the weave. We gotta go buy her a new one. I was like, well, oh well.
Yeah, that happened with my season. We did like a few weird things, but at one point I think we put toilet water in someone's vodka or something. It's
horrible, right?
Yeah, and
Oh my God.
it's like when you look back at it,
I didn't want that karma coming
on?
back on me, so I never did any of that
But
stuff.
we
People stole my clothes. I don't know who it was, but I know
You want your
whoever
clothes
was
back?
as skinny as, and it was a lot of stuff they stole from me and swore that I was just crazy and lying, and my necklace was cheap, but it wasn't. It was Guess, but somebody ended up having it. I think it was Tiffany, actually. She ended up having the necklace. So, but
I don't like her. I went on I went on a trip to Vegas with them. And I don't like her.
Child.
She is like, she thinks she's.
Child.
I don't like her. Okay.
Next episode.
Okay. So Kayleigh, we don't know what the hell. We don't know if Kayleigh, what she did. We have no idea. We don't even know if she really posted that. I kind of feel like maybe she didn't. I don't really know.
I feel like she needs to stay off the radar.
If she did, that would be super gross. But I don't feel like I don't know. But honestly, with all that smoking and coughing and that would make me throw up if I found out she used my toothbrush.
Right.
I mean, yeah. I would expect it, but I don't think she
feel like
really did
production
that. I think
wouldn't
that's
allow
totally
that.
just her probably saying that. I don't think, maybe she did spit on it, but I don't think she would put it in her mouth, because that would just be stupid.
Well, I don't think production would be cool with that. But I really liked Winter's response when she was like, she's like, I'm gonna take some, toxic blah 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 and throw it at the reunion, and
that
she's
was
like,
cute.
She's like, oh, never mind, I'm not gonna do that because I'm not disgusting.
Yeah,
or something
that was real
like
cute.
that. And I was like,
that was real cute.
I really like her. I feel like Winter has kind of
She's grown on me.
She has a different personality, which makes
Kayla.
you feel like she's which makes you feel like she's, kind of uppity, but she really seems like a really nice girl.
No, yeah, I agree.
She's
grown.
All right, so predictions, everybody. Predictions.
I'm like predictions.
Predictions?
I'm like no predictions right now.
Predictions. Camilla, would you like to go
I
first?
think Bernicia is going to eventually go home. For some reason, I just feel like she
Yeah.
pops off way too much, and she just wants to be in every
fight.
She just needs to sit down and simmer down and just be chill. With Winter, I don't know if she's going to stay the whole time either. I think she's pulling back a little bit more, but I don't know. What's the other girl name?
Which one?
Adrian.
Yes. She goes by Ryan,
Right,
ridiculously
Ryan. Ridiculously
She
Ryan.
looks completely different on there. That's why I know
She looks
it's
completely
Yeah, she
different on
definitely
her
does.
pictures, period, online, like two different people. But then people say I look different too. Oh, whatever. Okay.
And I think Z is probably going to have an emotional breakdown. I think she's just
that
going
might be
through
a good
something. She's having
prediction.
anxiety attacks, and I think I know how anxiety attacks work. So
Right.
I think she's going to have an anxiety attack where she just feels like everyone is against her. And I don't know. Hopefully she can stay strong through this whole process, because it is a bit much,
Yeah.
So
Right.
What do you think, Kayla?
I totally agree with Camilla. I mean, I feel like Bernicia is definitely going to be going home very soon. I'm ready to see the new girls come in.
Yes,
So I
yes.
predict to see some new girls next episode, more than one. I expect them probably.
they're going to be dry or turned up.
I think they're definitely going to be
The blonde
A
girl
little
looks really
spicy.
cute.
I think they're gonna be. I think one's gonna be turned up and the other one's gonna be dry. I think one just has the turn up look.
Well, looking at the video, Bernicia looks like she's gonna get a little head or
Yeah.
something. It's a little sushi eating going on.
Okay, so for me, I think I don't even know. It's like there's so many new people coming in. There's so many old people going out. I don't know.
It's a lot of people.
Frankenstein doesn't know, but I'm not gonna be here next week, guys. It's actually my anniversary.
Oh well, that's a good thing. A sad tear.
But yeah, I didn't know. My boyfriend got us 2 nights at the hotel at Disneyland, which is like I couldn't believe that. I was like, what? That's crazy.
You're magical,
right?
But so we're gonna be there. Yeah, so we're gonna be there for Disneyland, which I'm obsessed with Disneyland, which is really fun. So I'm not gonna be here next week, but Jesse is supposed to fill in for me.
He told me that.
But Camilla, where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram at @TheRealCamillaP and Twitter at @IamCamillaP.
Woo. Oh, me at BadGirlKC on Twitter, and then my Instagram. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And then my Instagram is backed by popular demand, and that's gonna be with 2 Ks. Okay, you guys.
And then you can find me everywhere at Kristen Kelly TV, and I will leave a comment under this video so that you can go to my YouTube channel and follow me, please. Thank you guys. We'll see you. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye. Happy Halloween.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, bitches.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.